All right, this is gonna be
Episode 1.
I want to see if this can last for 30 minutes minimum while I'm driving the fuck away from here, getting out of here, and then we can see how that goes. But first, I have to set a destination. I'm gonna be going to Idaho Springs.
Okay, freeze frame here a bit. Um, to explain what I'm doing, I'm driving from Denver all the way to LA, going to the Pacific Ocean, and then riding all the way up the coast to Seattle. This is my little adventure that I decided to go on. I wanted to make an introduction video for this, but sadly it got completely deleted. The app just didn't record, the app that I'm using for dual video. Um, I got better at doing this in the future. I'm recording this from my second hotel room, so hopefully by the time these videos comes out, you will have a bit better production value. I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go. Um, Hopefully it'll be good.
We can see how that goes. But first, I have to set a destination. I'm gonna be going to Idaho Springs. There is a restaurant somewhere there, I think. Let's see. Okay. Idaho Springs. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, my fucking data is shit up here. I'm stupid. Alright, well, I'll just go down the mountain from where I came from, hopefully. If I remember correctly. Dog shit coffee, by the way, that I got from the hotel for free in the free coffee machine they give you that is like a Keurig or whatever. Let's see. Let me get out of here. I want to get upright. Okay. I'm going. Backing up. Forward. Turning. Signal on. And look both ways. And let's go. There's a French bakery up here, which is really funny for some reason. It's on the right here, or the left, sorry, right there. I don't know. There's a French flag waving and shit. And this is coffee. I don't know if it's good coffee or if it's trash coffee. But since I'm going to be eating in Idaho Springs anyways, I'm not going to fucking care about that shit. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see if I can navigate the Idaho Springs on my own. There's birds here. Oh my god. Get the fuck out of the way. They were eating a carcass. I almost ran over them. Alright, so I don't know, first test episode of this, I guess. I don't know what to talk about besides the fact that when I came up this mountain, I took a random path that just made my route longer, so I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to stick on this main Lookout Point Road, or whatever the fuck it's called, and that'll be that, honestly, because it's just a Lookout Point Road. I could adopt this road. Oh my god, adopt the road. I love adopting roads. Me when I'm 36 years old, honey, instead of having children, could we adopt a road? Like, specifically the ones in the Colorado mountains. The ones that are fucking dog shit and falling apart and have a lot of potholes and stuff, and it's going to cost us a lot to repair it all the time. Can we adopt that instead of a living, breathing human being that we could have together and raise in our image, so that I could contribute to society and human evolution? That's trash. Can we adopt a road instead? Like, I love pavement, I love asphalt, I love the chemical reaction that goes on when you put it on the ground. It's great. I wish there was more pavement on Earth. Oh my god, that's scary. I wish there was more pavement on Earth so that the CO2 levels rise because it's so fucking hot when there's just huge swaths of asphalt everywhere. I'd love for there to be a Walmart parking lot up here that we could adopt as a family. As a family, the family unit will be me, Manuel, you, whatever your name is that I married, and Asphalt Bobby or something. You know, little Bobby Asphalt we call him, or some bullshit. We could visit him on the holidays. Come to Thanksgiving, stuff some turkey between the cracks. I don't know where I'm going with this. What is this guy doing? Can you turn? Thank you. All right. Maybe it was a mistake not to cut my hair before going on this because it's kind of annoying. I have very curly hair and I'm slicking it back right now so it doesn't fall on my face. But it still does eventually. It just gets unruly. I haven't had it trimmed, so every single strand is of a different length, so it doesn't look very good. I'm just hoping it dries in a correct position and then it just doesn't move because it's very, what is it called? What's the word for it? Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like people with curly hair heads know that when you have curly hair and it's very dense on the skull, and not dense in the sense that like the strands are thicker or heavier, right? I'm saying dense in the sense of like per unit area on your skull, there's more hair follicles. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a ridiculous density of hair follicles on your skull, and especially when your hair is curly, you normally have to get it like trimmed and like thinned so that like half of them are gone so most of them can breathe. But once it gets really long and unruly and you're not paying attention to it and you're just like, oh fuck it, whatever, the density really like keeps it in place, if you know what I'm saying. That's why like afros are a thing, right? At least like that's what my hair does. It just grows out like vertically and like whichever direction it goes in because all the other strands of hair around it support it. So I just get a huge mass of hair, and it's really hard to maintain sometimes. You know, you're free balling it. It's the best way I can describe it. Like, I honestly I don't know why I say that so often. Free balling. it's like I don't know where I got that, but like in my brain I think of it as like I'm going commando, so I'm free balling, I'm raw dogging, you know what I'm saying? No protection, raw elements against my balls and bare ass. But I think free balling sounds funnier, and also like you can be like, oh my god, is that like a basketball reference or is that like a crude ball joke? Like obviously with me it's always gonna be a crude ball joke, but like if I was an NBA commentator, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, right? It would just be like, wow, this guy's like really talking about free balling, like if he's LeBron James or something. And I don't know, you know what? I don't even know what that would be in the context of basketball. Like, there really isn't an equivalent analogy in basketball to free balling because I just made it up. I don't know where the fuck I got it from. And you know what? Talking into a microphone like this is actually, and like doing it clearly, eloquently, is a lot harder than I thought it was because I do mumble a lot. And I honestly think I have like somewhat of a lisp if I'm trying, like some weird, because my tongue doesn't feel right now when I'm talking like this. And I'm trying to clearly enunciate so that people can listen to this in the background and clearly understand what the fuck I'm saying, because I honestly don't know. Okay. I just need to make sure that I don't accidentally go into like a road that I'm not. I can't go into while I'm talking about balls, because yeah, I have a tendency to do that, I guess. All right, so now I'm merging onto the highway. It's gonna be rough. I just have to look out for a sign that says Idaho Springs. I don't know. I wish Google Maps on Android, or the Android Auto or whatever, had a compass like displayed on the screen, so I could actually. Oh, it actually does. Yeah, I am going west. Okay, cool. Because I'm just gonna be going vaguely west until I see signs that say places I know. Like, I know I have to go through Mesquite, Arizona. I know I have to go through Las Vegas, somewhat to get to LA. I know the geography of the region ish. I know I don't want to go to Salt Lake City because that's north of like where I'm going, right? So like, I have a vague idea, and I know I know what direction I'm going in, and I know like which not exactly which roads lead there, but like I know this is a road that goes through the mountains because I've been okay. Here's another thing. I've been here before. I've been in Colorado. I've been in Denver because I went skiing here 2 years ago, and so I think we drove on this road for a bit to get to Keystone Resort, and there's a lot of cool little interesting places that I wanted to see along the way, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to go through all of them, considering that I want to get to a place where I can stay pretty quickly. I do know that there's a town called Dillon, which is like at the top of the mountains, or top-ish to the mountains, and it's next to like a lake. If that's how you say it, I don't fucking know how to pronounce any of these town names. But Dillon apparently is like a resort town. Not necessarily. It's like one of those towns that you see in fucking Hallmark movies, where it's like, oh my god, we're going there for Christmas. My mom and papa grew up here in the 1970s. Everybody's white. We have an ideal Christmas kind of bullshit, you know? Yeah, so it's like, I know that is one of the towns, and it's like around several ski resorts. I know that because I went there to get groceries when I was on that ski trip. And so, yeah, oh my god, look at all these mountains. This is beautiful. This is awesome. I think that this first part, specifically going through, okay, again, I'm going to go on another tangent here. I go on a lot of tangents, and as soon as I hit a trigger word in a conversation, I'm like, oh my god, I need to talk about something else related to that trigger word instead of continuing my train of thought. But I was going to say, let me finish this train of thought before I go to the tangent. I was going to say, going through Colorado is going to be kind of interesting because there is a plain. I know there's a plain. There's a Colorado, or not plain, like a plateau, I guess. And like it's in a desert area. This is, I'd classify this as like an arid, like snowy desert. Like I don't know what, like it's not a tundra, obviously, there's no permafrost. But the ski areas are like deserts, but snowy. So I don't know what, because like the grass is always like brown and shit, and there's rocks. So I really don't know what the fuck this biome would be, but it's gonna be. We're gonna get through deserts, and then once we're in Utah, it's gonna be like straight weird desert salt, and then going down to Arizona and Nevada is gonna be straight flat desert after the mountains, because this is gonna be like a drop off actually of mountains, and near Mesquite actually. from what I remember. And then, yeah, and then after that, like, I honestly don't know much about the geography of California. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what is where, and I do know that it's very varied across the state. So we'll see what the fuck we're doing. Because I know there's mountains around LA, but I don't know what kind of mountains they are. I don't know what they look like. I don't know. We'll see. And Idaho Springs is in 11 miles, I think. Well, I mean, that's according to the most recently searched thing on the Android Auto I see right next to me. What was the tangent I wanted to go on? Okay, yes. So, when I was saying Colorado, I've noticed, because I've been stimming the car before I started recording last night, I noticed when I say Colorado, I'm saying it correctly now, I think, but I say Colorado, like if it's an A, right? And I don't know if that's like an accent thing. Like I am from I won't be specific because I'm vaguely from the northeastern United States-ish. And so, and I also live in New York, obviously. That's just public information. But my question is like, is it pronounced Colorado or Colorado? Who pronounces it that way? Because I don't know if I don't know what the etymology is. I don't know what regional accents and how they affect the pronunciation of the word. You're probably gonna pick up a lot of random bullshit from my accent. I don't know if you can triangulate where I'm from or where I grew up, but that's a challenge for you, I guess. Linguists in the chat, figure that shit out. Because I won't give you any hints, obviously. It would have been really fuck. It would have been really funny if I started off this series with like a British accent, and then just been like, yeah, psych, I'm not British halfway through, or just pretend like straight up have a British accent for the entirety of the time I'm online just to throw people off. But no, whatever. I'm not that stupid or whatever. I also just realized that the overlay on the screen is going to be kind of in a weird place. But I think, honestly, in the middle of the screen is kind of interesting. Because you can see the road now, I guess. It's cooler. Okay. We are getting closer to Idaho Springs, which is optimistic. Because it means we're going west, and I still see the compass saying we're going west. Okay, I guess I can talk about why I'm doing this. Like, Manu, you have a 9 to 5 job. You are gainfully employed, and you have friends to go on vacation with, and you have a lot of things you could have done. Why drive across? Like, a lot of people have asked me this. Why do this? I guess this is the introductory episode, so I'll go along with it. I grew up fairly like middle, sometimes lower middle, upper middle class. Like, my family's moved throughout it, depending on how much money my dad was making, my entire life. And my parents are not keen of going on big vacations. I don't know if they're, they just get very, very, very easily anxious. Okay, wait, I need to fucking pass this guy here. You know what, fuck it, I won't do that. I'll just tailgate this motherfucker. This sucks, actually. I should have not been in the right-hand lane, but I have to exit at some point anyways. Yeah, no, that guy's, it's... Okay, sorry about that. This fucking traffic is kind of ridiculous. I mean, this guy's going up a mountain, so it's not his fault. He's probably carrying a lot. What do I want to say? Damn, this is going to be a ruined recording. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this. But my parents don't really travel a lot. And, I mean, they're retired now, so, I mean, they should. They are slowly traveling more. I'm encouraging them to. But and like my brothers either. My brothers kind of don't travel that much, and they want to now. Like they also have jobs now, so it's like they're starting to get the means to slowly. I left the house at 18, moved across the country, so I think I got fairly used to travel fairly quickly, and I've always been the guy that flies the most out of everybody. So I have some sense of adventure. Let's just put it that way, because I do, and I do enjoy going on an adventure. And I think a lot of my life in education as well, I wasn't one of the well-off people. I had to pay off my college and stuff, so it's like I always had the excuse of like, I will do this eventually, I'll do this eventually, I'll do this eventually. While like my friends were out traveling and stuff, and I was paying off my tuition and whatnot. But I've finally gotten to the place where I have enough money and enough free will and enough gainful employment, stable job, time off, stuff that I have the means to do these things. And so that's great. Second thing that happened was I've been going through like an identity crisis basically over this year of like, who am I? What do I want to do? I think previously I had a period of dormance in my life where oh man, this is gonna be tricky to navigate. This is getting kind of insane. Where I did not know what I wanted to do, so I just went along with what people were doing, right? I'm very introverted, right? But I'm not stupid. So I'm fairly outgoing. And charismatic, something that I will admit. And so, like, people would invite me to things, like, constantly. Like, I'd get invites to stuff, and I'd be like, when I moved to New York, I was like, all right, I'm going out, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, hanging out with a bunch of people, doing this, doing that, YZ. And while a lot of it was really, really fun, and I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it. I think there was minimal room for self-discovery and improvement and doing the things that I want, and that really took a toll on me. Like, I wasn't doing anything that I wanted to do, or I was in control of doing for a long time. I was basically piggybacking off of others. It's easy to piggyback off of others, and they organize everything, they do whatever but then you realize that when you piggyback off of others, very few of the things that you're doing are things that you're 100% on board with, unless it's like your best friend and they have the same mind as you and you legitimately have the exact same ideas. Then it's like, okay, whatever. But most of the time you're at the whim of everybody else, right? You're just doing stuff for other people, and they're having a lot of fun with you because it's the things that they wanted to do. So, okay, I'm not taking the tolls here, that's for sure. And I mean, it's closed anyways. So what I'm saying, Casino Parkway, oh my God, Central City. There's casinos. What I'm saying is, there was a snapping moment. I think it's when, like around last year, where I realized all these things, and I don't know, through like a year of therapy. I mean, it wasn't intense therapy. It was just like a lot of self-discovery and encouragement, which is like, it was really great. The guy was great. Therapy was awesome. Um, Allows you to confront what you actually want to do and action on them. And so I've been on that journey for the past year, doing things that I want, saying no, standing up for myself, figuring stuff out, becoming a person that, like, I always, like, I kind of lost this because I used to be like this when I was a child, because I really didn't give a fuck about doing stuff with anybody else, because honestly, like, most of the time I had really not that many friends, but I was really hard focused on, like, I am doing the things that I want to do, getting mad at people, and, like, it's like I was very that. But I think moving away relaxed that in me, to the point where it shut me off, and I got way too comfortable not taking my own needs seriously. Idaho Springs, next 3 exits. Okay, perfect. I hope there is a place to park in this fucking tiny ass town that has, like, no, like, it's in the middle of a fucking valley kind of shit, but we'll see. It really, I mean, part of why it's cool in most of the United States is you have huge ass roads and you're kind of gated from fucking up. But in mountain passes, there's a lot more at stake because the roads are narrow and tiny and twisty, anyways. But it's cooler. Anyways, back to my idea. What I'm trying to say is, this is something that I've always wanted to do, is take a car and drive and discover places, because again, I have the adventurous ass spirit, and I'm going to exit here because this is where I want to go. And there's a McDonald's here as well. Oh my god. $10 miles per hour. Jesus. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm fucking dropping everything, taking a vacation time where I am on my own. Obviously, because other times I take vacation and I was like doing it because other people wanted to go somewhere, and I was like, okay, well, whatever, I'll tag along. But no, I wanted to do this. I wanted to come here. I wanted to go to fucking Idaho Springs. I wanted to go to Carl's Jr. There's a Carl's Jr. That's kind of crazy. There's a Starbucks, Subway. Okay, this is where I'm trying to figure out where to eat. But the TLDR of all my conversation is, I want to do this. I want to challenge myself. I want to get to the Pacific Ocean, which I've only flown over to go to Japan. I want to get to the Pacific Ocean on my own accord, dip my toes into it, as I've traveled across half the continent to get there. That is the goal here. That is the ideal. It's what I want to do, because it is a challenge and it is cool, and I get to do it myself. I get to record myself. I get to make things. That's another thing, is like, I've lost the itch to make things and to present it to the world, even if it's shitty. I'm rekindling that right now, and it's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know where I'm gonna sleep. I don't know where I'm gonna go. The only thing I've planned is this fucking car and nothing else. And I think I've just passed every single restaurant there was while I was yapping. So I'm going to try to figure out where the fuck I'm going to eat, and that's going to be that. Anyways, that's the TLDR of this video. I'm going to cut it off here for this first one, I guess. It'll be a nice 30-minute bullshit. Hopefully I can do some good shit. Okay, Safeway. This is a bank. Liquor store. Creative culture. This is a tiny, like, a nice little place to live, honestly. I don't know what this is. Community garden, visitor center, parking. Low key, I don't know where I'm going. Historic mining community. Historic Idaho Springs. Tesla chargers. I don't know if I'm gonna have any place to turn around. Like, maybe some more shit over here. I think I've skipped over every single cool food place. I mean, I could just look it up. Honestly, this is another thing. I didn't want to use maps as much because I just want to fucking free ball. Again, free balling. Hashtag free balling. But I think it is beneficial when you're in a small town like this to actually just look at what's on the fucking map instead of driving through it, because you're kind of wasting time. And I can't really waste time, honestly. Like, I want to fuck up by, like, having to do detours, not fuck up by, like, going around a town constantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be annoying as hell to just... You know what, let's turn here. Oh, you know what, fuck it. I don't want to... Where is that fucking road, bro? Okay, here, I can turn here. Alright. Whip. Whipping it. Oh man. That's gonna be crazy. Holy shit. Okay, I don't want to fucking hit anything here. Let's just park here for a sec while we're at it. And I need to look at places to eat. And that'll be it.